Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D. About to react to this video by Zeke Pop. It's titled Gen Z's Philosophy. All right, let's see what the philosophy is of the Gen Zers. Let's watch.
Look, I stand by my theory that I've had since I was like fucking 12. If you don't want a song written about you, don't treat me that way. Don't book on me. Because why?
Period.
Why? That's like your fault. Now I don't send them, but they're so...
If you don't want a story time made about you, that's gonna go up on my Patreon. Where I'm talking shit and I'm going in and you know, showing the receipts of how you did me dirty or how you was on some bullshit, then don't do what you did.
Specific, everyone knows.
I tweeted Dwight and I said, a real man.com. First of all, The Office is my favorite TV show. They was giving Dwight all of this shade. What is he supposed to do at work? Goof around? What are y'all talking about? You clearly don't appreciate your...
Says hate for doing your job. Oh, I need to rewatch The Office. Just gold.
jobs. He had a passion for paper. He knew the ins and outs. He had a game plan. He was trying to elevate that company. He should have been the CEO. Michael was tripping. I really relate to Dwight, and I like his character. Okay? He's very dependable. He has a farm, because when all of this goes left and you want to eat organic, does your man have a farm? I don't think so.
Oh,
yes, he only grows beets, but they're healthy.
You were like, we're gonna change the world.
I love you guys so much, and I think that we're gonna change the world, and the music is gonna change the world too.
And I was like, wait a minute. Like a year later, I'm like, wait, y'all doing it though? Like,
I thought he was about to be shady.
Like, you keep like growing in your careers.
I thought he was about to say, not change the world, talking about zucchini. I thought he was about to be shady. He could have been. He should have been right there.
Doesn't mean that it was easy, and it doesn't mean that I knew how I was gonna do it. I just think that when things are meant to be, you find your way there blindly. Like, you don't need to know how to do it. You will be guided. Like, you know what I mean? I think universally, I've always felt like I had that relationship with myself and with the universe. That's like, I just know that this is meant to be, so it'll happen. And I just have to work really hard until it does. And yeah.
I can see it with his mum. I'm not kidding. This is on my phone, and it is my favourite. I remember this very, very clearly. Do you want me to
Yeah, I think it's important.
Staring right at the camera.
Like, they shut up with the medical advice. So violent.
You're neglectful.
It's been years since you fed us, you hate us.
Terrible parents. I hope you die.
Terrible parents, like, you don't know how to raise children. And to that, we say, we do not care.
I don't care.
Have I ever cared?
No.
Would you rather wear wet socks forever or always have an itch you can never reach?
Oh, sorry.
It's exciting to have an itch you can never reach. It's called life.
No, that feels like torture. That feels like torture when you can, look. This made me just want to scratch some random part of my body. I'd rather have the wet socks. Now that is a really nasty feeling, but I can tune that out, and I know this because I had wet socks for a long time. When I was walking, when I was in Jordan and it was raining, my feet got soaked and I was like, oh, I'm so uncomfortable. This feels horrible. The more I walked, I just tuned it out and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the best of this, you know? I wasn't thinking about it, but an itch you can't scratch, it's gonna torment your mind constantly. You can't ignore that.
No, but like it's sort of just realized what you said.
It's called life.
It's called life. No.
Sorry though, I'm gonna have to go with wet socks.
Yeah, I'm gonna say itch that you can never reach. I think it's kind of fun.
You're
it's like
suffering.
motivation.
What?
Yeah. Yes. It's metaphoric.
To be fair, in the real world, if you do have an itch and you don't scratch it, after a while it stops itching, but it's not because you are ignoring it. It's just because the sensation goes away, okay? That has to do with your body chemistry and neurons and all of that. Yeah, but if, in this particular situation, no, they're saying it's not gonna stop itching. You're just gonna have it itch the whole time that you can't scratch. Again, torture.
Hercules. Henry Cavill.
Oh!
David Cohen's the weather Hercules. David Cohen's
Anyone who's played Superman.
They've been talking about these men in the car
Can
all
you
day
blame
long.
us?
No diss. Love them.
Yeah.
Great acting.
Yeah.
They have been talking about them all day.
I
All day. They really do have man crushes.
Probably
Like,
the most handsome man ever.
I want to take a picture, but I remember.
He was like, yeah, if I was a girl,
I'm not
that's
getting
my
break
dude.
for-
I'm like,
It's valid. It's not even valid. What's crazy about that? It's not crazy to say.
love
No.
who you love.
It's not crazy to say.
All right, well, we're
end on that note, so love to Henry Cavill.
Love you, Henry.
Thank you guys for stopping through.
I'll intimidate. In fact, I think it's good. I hope I intimidate someone and then they come closer. I think that means I'm, dealing with someone that is at least mentally strong enough to kind of surpass some of that emotional immaturity.
53 minutes on Safari and 48 minutes on TikTok and
that Safari.
48 minutes on Instagram. I don't know. I'd probably like searching
Beating
stuff
up.
up.
He beating up. He on porn.
Searching stuff up?
I'm a curious George.
So I literally took some guy's order. I went outside to go on the Zoom call, and the wonderful casting directors of our show were there, and they were kind of like, okay, we have the scene. And as I was looking for them, frantically trying to set up my phone to have a good zoom angle in my Jeep with my work outfit on, previously mentioned a little sweaty. It's hot in California. And then they're like, well, maybe you don't have to do it because you have a part. You're cool. And they were looking for a really funny reaction there, but funny isn't the word I would use. It was like, oh my God, this is the greatest day in life. I didn't give them something crazy, but they gave me something crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy beautiful. I called everybody that I loved. I told them, and then I went back inside, and almost like in the nick of time, his burger was ready. I dropped it off. Damn. Nothing had changed except for my life. Dude. And nobody else cared.
The fact that you got the burger in time is impressive.
I just ignored that whole story. I don't know what he's talking about.
I always care about my workplace. And if I don't get that burger out there, I'm letting the cook down. Let the chef down. Let me establishment down.
I mean, like you were like, oh, it's a cute bunny, and then in the credits you're like, that's the Easter bunny.
It's like when Harry the Platypus, it's like, oh, platypus. Harry the Platypus.
The Easter bunny lays an egg, and it's like colorful, and you're like, that's him.
That's him.
That's him, right?
Because bunnies lay eggs.
Where'd the audio go?
Did it not?
I was shooting something in Australia. I got a call to check my emails, and so I had to wait till I got home and then went on my email.
I thought it was so sad when Nate Daddy passed away. I forgot that man's name, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, that was Nate Daddy. And he was also on Grey's Anatomy, people said, but I didn't see him on there.
Like, you have to read the script by 11 p.m. or something, which was like an hour.
And I'm saying I didn't see him on there because I watched maybe the first season or two of Grey's Anatomy, but I stopped.
Far away. It was a big script, and I can't read.
I know it's really popular. I tried to get into it, but
it's a real challenge for me.
Live your life.
Cringe is just not, I just don't think it's real. I just don't think it's real. Like, I feel like, I don't know, people putting in any effort makes people really uncomfortable, and I think maybe instead of like criticizing someone who's trying, you should like look into why someone doing something that they care about makes you uncomfortable, because it probably has more to say about you than it does them, because at least they have an opinion.
Why do you hate joy?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, just say you're boring.
To be cringe just to be free. Oh my God.
I mean, damn, Jackie, I can't control the weather.
You know when you like have something in your teeth and you have no floss?
Yeah.
I use my hair.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gross. That's not gross.
I think
It's like your hair. That's a little. It's
that is nasty. You have oils and all type of stuff in your hair, and you are putting that between your teeth. That's nasty. I'm sorry.
Okay, Megan, have you ever?
If you just keep like moving your tongue around the area, it eventually loosens up. You ain't gotta be nasty.
Used another person's
Look at her.
That might have been the worst night of my year ever. But lesson learned that night: trust your gut. Trust your gut. Stop doing things for the plot. Stop doing things for the plot.
I understand why people are interested. Because humans are naturally curious creatures. But I don't give a fuck because they're never right.
And also, I always say, you don't have to like what I do. I think there's this weird misconception that every artist has to check every box for everyone to like everything about them. It's never been that way. Yeah. It's never going to be. So I'm okay if Tommy from Arkansas doesn't like what I do.
Hello.
You know?
Fuck Tommy.
And if there's more people, like, as long as, the people that I'm speaking to that do connect with me and relate to me feel that connection, then
hello.
You are so good.
Thanks.
Oh my God.
No, that's fine. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you.
Driver or passenger?
I would pick passenger all day. I don't want to think.
Got some Flynn Rider hair going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm born to play him.
I think you and I could
I think they realised, they said, no, we don't want you. And then when they realised that they couldn't have me,
They didn't want the movie at all.
They scrapped the project.
It's 4 hours and 51 minutes That sucks.
Oh, it's not activated.
Because I'm scared too a little bit.
I didn't know you had to. So Sean, wow, yeah.
What is love?
We touch grass, so.
I eat grass.
Okay, good for you. Would you rather always be almost about to sneeze or always have an eyelash in your eye?
Oh, sneeze.
Gosh. I mean, I
That traumatized me a little bit.
It's like that's such a random thing.
Okay, good.
I love sneezing.
How you feel about the show a year later?
The eyelash in your eye literally feels like somebody's trying to stab your eyeball. Nobody wants that.
It obviously had a lot of different things in it that I'm sure you guys have moved past. So how do you feel when parts of the show are brought back up into current day discourse?
Cheers.
I think that. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that, guys.
And also, like growing.
What
tea there.
Purchase you've made? Yeah, college. You know, student loans. That's a good thing. Got an education. No, I'm in debt. I can't get nothing. My credit score. I want to start a GoFundMe for you. How much do you owe? What college did you go?
I just say 6 figures.
Right in the middle, bitch. I watched a lot of.
6 figures? Were you trying to be a doctor? I'm confused. Listen, don't go to a college that is going to put you that deep into debt. I don't think it's worth it. I don't give a fuck if it's Harvard, wherever. I don't think you should be hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt at the end of your college career. That is crazy. I got accepted into a couple schools that I really wanted to go to, but they were out of state. And I ultimately decided that I was going to go to a school in state because I was comparing the costs and I was like, this isn't making sense because the out of state fees are way more expensive than in state fees. And I would say stay in your state and don't set yourself up like that. Why would you do that? Hundreds of thousands? And he ain't even using his degree because he's an actor. I mean, he could have had a degree in the arts. No, there's no way a degree in the arts would get you hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. That just shook me to the core. I feel sorry for that brother. Anyway, yes, Gen Z philosophy. Gotta love it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.